Welcome back to World Explorer Mind WEM, where we uncover the stories shaping our world today. And every week we dive deep into the past, present, and future of our world. From hidden histories to global game changers, you're watching World Explorer Mind WEM if you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to join our community. Your support means so much. A quick subscription helps me keep making content you'll love. I really appreciate you being here. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. The idea that Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana are not South American is not a claim about their geographical location, but a recognition of their profound cultural, historical, and political separation from the rest of the continent. While they are physically part of the South American landmass, they function as a distinct region with stronger ties to the Caribbean. Europe and Asia 1. A divergent colonial history and linguistic landscape. The colonial history of South America is largely defined by the empires of Spain and Portugal, which divided the continent with the Treaty of Tordesillas. This legacy resulted in a continent where Spanish and Portuguese are the dominant languages, shaping a shared Latin American identity. The Guianas, however, were an anomaly. British, Dutch, and French hegemony. The coastal territories of the Guianas were seen as the leftover lands, unappealing to the Spanish and Portuguese due to their swampy coastal plains and dense, difficult-to-penetrate jungles. This allowed other European powers to establish a foothold. The British, Dutch, and French took control, setting the stage for a unique linguistic and cultural inheritance. Guyana was a British colony until 1966, making it the only English-speaking country on the South American mainland. Its legal system, education, and parliamentary government are all based on the British model. Suriname was a Dutch colony for centuries, leading to Dutch as its official language. This makes it the only sovereign nation outside of the Netherlands with Dutch as its sole official language. French Guiana remains an overseas department of France, legally and politically a part of the French Republic. Its laws, currency, the euro, and governance are dictated by Paris, not by a regional South American body. This linguistic isolation is a major barrier. A person from Caracas or Rio de Janeiro would find communication in Georgetown or Paramaribo difficult, while a person from Kingston, Jamaica, or Amsterdam would find it much easier. 2. A demographic and cultural mosaic unlike the rest of the continent. The ethnic composition of the Guianas is another defining feature that separates them from the rest of South America. After the abolition of slavery in the 19th century, plantation owners needed a new source of cheap labor. Instead of relying on internal migration or a large-scale influx from the colonizing European country, they turned to other parts of their empires. Indentured labor from Asia. The colonial powers brought in hundreds of thousands of indentured laborers from their colonies in Asia. In Guyana, this led to a massive influx of workers from British India, making Indo-Guyanese the largest ethnic group today. In Suriname, a similar process occurred, with a significant number of laborers arriving from Dutch East India, present-day Indonesia, creating a sizable Javanese community. These migrations are not a prominent feature in the demographics of most of South America, which is largely a blend of European, African, and indigenous heritages. Caribbean and African influence. The Guianas also have strong cultural and demographic ties to the Caribbean islands. The Creole languages spoken in the Guianas, such as Guyanese Creole and Sranan-Tongo, are heavily influenced by West African and English, Dutch, or French languages. Culturally, elements like music, calypso, soca, festivals, carnival, and even sports, cricket is the national sport in Guyana, are more aligned with the Anglophone and Dutch Caribbean than with the Latin American mainland. This is why Guyana and Suriname are both members of the Caribbean community, CARICOM, with CARICOM's headquarters located in Georgetown, Guyana. 3. Political and economic ties that face north and east, not south. The political and economic orientation of the Guianas has historically been outward-facing, with a focus on their colonial metropolises in the Caribbean islands. French Guiana's EU status. As a part of France, French Guiana is an outermost region of the European Union. Its economy is propped up by EU subsidies, and its strategic importance is tied to the European Space Agency's Guyana Space Center, which launches rockets from near the city of Kourou. This complete integration into the European political and economic sphere makes it a stark contrast to its South American neighbors, Limited integration with Latin America. The Guianas have historically had limited economic and infrastructure connections with Brazil and Venezuela. The vast, impenetrable Amazon rainforest and Guiana highlands have acted as natural barriers, making trade and travel by land incredibly difficult. While some roads now connect the Guianas to northern Brazil, a lack of extensive road networks and a history of tense border disputes have also contributed to a lack of integration. In conclusion, while they may share a continent, the Guianas are a separate entity. Their unique colonial legacy, distinct ethnic and linguistic makeup, and their enduring political and cultural ties to the Caribbean and Europe have created a third Guiana that exists on the margins of Latin America. They are not South American in the same way that Brazil is not Spanish, but for a different and equally compelling set of reasons. That's today's story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for the next one. More stories coming your way soon. Don't just watch history, be part of it. Subscribe and join the journey. Thanks for watching World Explorer Mind UEM.